Okay, so I'm out here covering these beds with cardboard. This one has been like this for covered with the tarp for about a month or 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm gonna cover it with cardboard, kill the grass so that it all looks like this exposed topsoil. Then after that, I'll transplant the seed starts. It says it's 90 degrees. That's a lie. It's humid and hot. And I'm not gonna be out here for much longer. I don't even think I'm gonna finish this bed. I'm halfway there. And I have all these to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one here. And then the rest is just a flat area for workshopping, starting seeds and whatnot. Yeah. So with this cardboard, I already took off all the tape and the laminated parts to it. I'm laying it down and I'm weighing it down with the water. But I will be putting the tarp back on it until it's time to transplant. This will work with the heat generated under the tarp, and it'll expedite the breakdown process of the cardboard. Hopefully in about 2 weeks, it'll be broke down enough to transplant directly into it without the tarp, and then I'll just mulch heavily on top of it. But I finished one bed and I don't have enough cardboard to completely fill another one, so on to the collection phase. All right, we're working on bed 2 now. Those are weed seeds that sprouted since I put the tarp on, and now they're gonna die again. This looks really good. Those darker spots were where the boars were. And then I added banana peels all throughout these 3 beds. Second bed done. Now I just gotta water it in. This is the first bed. I might water that one too. 4 more to go. So I got 3 of the 6 beds covered in cardboard. It's currently showering, I guess you would call it. Now I'm working on starting some seeds. I did my seed math and I need to start 250 plants. So on this layout I have about 150. Then I have 250 there and about 219 here of the seed trays. And these are just the 3-ounce shot glasses from Walmart. They were 100 for $1 and some change. So I got about 10 packs of those. And so until I can buy the 98 cell trays, I'll be using these. Now I just have to fill them with the soil, and I always use the Miracle-Gro potting mix. I find it's really good. It's not too moisture absorbent. It has the big chunks of the bark and the twigs, so drainage is okay. It works really well. Now I just have to clean those out and refill them. Fill these cups, and this is just soil that I've been reusing. My nephew is growing a sunflower in it now, and so I'll be using some of that soil as well as the Miracle-Gro potting mix bag. 650 holes to fill. Let's get started. Started to pour, but I've got 11 of those done, and then a few of these. Still have the rest. When you're reusing these seed trays, in order to prevent like the spread of diseases and such, you would want to clean these, sterilize them with hot water. But I'm not going to do that. I'll just take the risk. So yesterday I got all the tomatoes planted, all the melons, and then I have, those are all tomatoes, these are melons, and then the rest of the tomatoes are here, the broccolis are here, and then these are peas. I got all of the vine and peas, and beans planted, as well as a few of the brassicas. Today I'm working on filling the rest of these cups because I recalculated and I need all of these cups for the things that are not going to be directly sown, like the corn and the leaf lettuces and things like that. So I have all of these cups, which is 133 plus the 36 of the 6x6 cells, 47 of the 50 cells, and 3 of those. And then once all of that is done getting the soil in it, I will then start seeding them and then watering them in. These have been going for just a day, and I've been checking them regularly, periodically, hoping that they'll sprout soon, which is like, give it a few days and then check. But the excitement of the growing season, this is for zone 8B, 9A. This is somewhat of the last this is, what would I call it? This is the last growing stretch that you can do before winter is established. But with how the climate has been during this summer, as like one of the hottest summers, winter is probably going to be like a cool spring and not winter. So that's why I'm taking the risk to start a lot of varieties and different crops. So this tray is going to be full of hot peppers, and then a portion of this is going to be sweet peppers, okra, and then I forget, but sweet peppers and okra is going to take up a majority of this. The hot peppers are in its own tray, and for this I have a Sharpie to write on the cups directly. And then for this, I have popsicle sticks that I'm going to use a pencil to write in so that it doesn't get washed away when I water them. Completely flat. It's about 3 feet, 2.5 to 3 feet drop to the drain. I cleared the drain so it shouldn't be obscured. Can't go check it because it's light now. Bright and early at the 10-9 allotment, we have our seed starts doing well. A lot of them have their true leaves in, and it's very close to being time to plant these guys out. So today is all about bed preparation. So I have the tiller. I already tilled 2. This one was tilled and covered, and I just tilled this one, and I have to cover it. We do have an ant problem, so I'm gonna have to find some non-chemical solutions for that. I heard red pepper and vinegar is a good one, so I'm gonna try that. But today I'm gonna till the rest of these beds, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to define the edges with a shovel. And then after that, I might cut the grass when the dew has dried up. But it's supposed to rain today, so we're going to see how long that lasts. Let's get started. This is a record vlog because I planted some things and I didn't leave the markers in the ground. And I'm not going to. So I changed the layout. Okra and corn and the beans and melons were supposed to be here. But since I didn't finish these 3 beds, I decided to just plant in them and cover them with cardboard and weed barrier and mulch. So this is the okra, and it stops there. And then it's the melons. There's 6 melons, that survived. And it's Tigger melons, sugar baby in the middle, orange sickle, and then kajari. And that's that. I'm continuing to plant the first bed. Like I said, this is going to be okra on this side, corn on the other side. I need to direct sow the corn, melons in the middle that run through the okra and corn, and also up if possible, if it has enough strength to trellis it. There's also inner plantings of peas. So the first 3 are the Mulsanne from Baker's Creek. The next 3 are the Oregon Snow. And then the only one that grew, that one is, it was not a hyphen one. Okay, so it's the Mulsanne, then the Dwarf Gray. But the okra did good overnight. They came right back up and they're growing fine. This one, we're gonna have to keep watching it because it snapped at the stem, and I still planted it because it didn't wither anything overnight. Melons are doing really well. They sprung back up. Kajari is looking for somewhere to climb. This is orange sickle. Those 2 are sugar baby, and those are the Tigger melons. I have a bucket of soil. So whenever I plant, I just sprinkle it around the base and compact it. First bed is almost done. So we had Mulsanne, Dwarf Gray, and then 1 Mammoth Melting. Now I got 7 in the middle of that row of okra. So the next 7 is gonna be Oregon Sugar Pot 2, and then Sugar Snap, Super Sugar Snap, and then 1 of the Melting Sugar Snow. So it's a new day, and I'm still transplanting the starts. I'm working on the peas right now. Tomatoes, there are a lot that's just popping up, but a lot that's ready to plant. So I'm gonna see what happens with those. Beans are overgrown from their cups and they're ready to be planted. They're having some leaf miner issues. I don't know why it's so bad. That is the first pest you will encounter is a leaf miner. And then it's the grubs. But anyway, I transplanted the melons already and the okra. Next is peppers and then tomatoes. Still have the deal doing good. The cilantro, nope, oregano, black sesame. Is that parsley? So yesterday I finished bed 4. It has a middle row of sunflowers. And then this half is beans, and then that half is squash. So generally, soybeans, contender, kidney, and then we have yellow summer, scallop, butternut, acorn, and it's 3, 6, 9. And then I believe these are teddy bear, Mongolian giant, mammoth Russia, and then 1. So this bed is completed. Everything is planted that's supposed to be in here. I still have to do corn over there and the rest of the peas. Peppers are going here, tomatoes are going here, and since there's 85 tomatoes and 55 peppers, the additional will go here, and then this is designated for the brassicas. I took the top off of this so that it can sort of dry out, but it's our hurricane season, so it's rained constantly. The plants seem to be doing okay. Drainage isn't too bad. There's a pool, and then pools here. The kajari's doing really good. Sugar babies are doing good. That one's still kind of stunted. These are the Tigger melons. They're doing good. That one's stunted. This is the orange sickle. Gotta kind of push them back to make sure they don't go with the grass. The okra is doing really well. I thought I had two that weren't gonna make it, that one and this one, because this one the stem snapped, but I planted it deep enough so the broken part is still fused with the original stem so that the cambium layer can kind of heal itself. And then I buried it like that. And then this one, it was kind of shocked and I thought it was beyond saving, but since the rain came, it healed itself. Now it's just a matter of waiting until everything strengthens and grows taller. I'd say 2 weeks. I have to get these planted. And then I have to pick up all the cardboard all over the place and get it laid back here. Then cover everything with weed barrier. Get rid of that wood. I have potatoes I need to plant. I need to see how I'm going to do that because I need more soil. Yeah, the garden's looking good. So it's been 2 weeks since everything was generally planted, or this bed was planted. And I had to do a calcium treatment with egg water and eggshells, and they sprung up real good. I have 4 pea plants that died, which is unfortunate. The corn never sprouted. The melons have revived themselves. The kajari is looking kind of weak, but it'll come back around. It's coming back. The tigger melons are flourishing. Orange sickle is doing really good. The corn has not sprouted as of yet. I planted 40 seeds. Peppers, I got all the peppers except for 5 transplanted. And they went through sun scald, but now they're acclimated and they're doing really well. And the tomatoes did awesome since I planted them. That one stands in the water when it rains, but it sprung back up each time, so it's doing okay. This is the next bed I'm going to prep, and this one is going to be for the brassicas and the herbs. There's 2 huge ant piles that I'm trying to deal with. Before then, I'm going to boil some hot water and pour it on there. This is the bed that's going to hold the extra peppers and tomatoes. I have to get rid of this. There's ants here, and I'm barefoot, so I have to get rid of that weed and do a whole cleaning and get rid of the wood and the cardboard that's on the grass and not on the beds, because I'm gonna just mulch the beds so all the cardboard can go that's not on the beds directly. And this is the bed of sunflower, squash, and beans. This one is not doing well, it's dead, so that's that, but all the rest of them are doing amazing. This is the one that I ripped the buds off so that it can focus on rooting and foliage, and it's doing okay. That sunflower hasn't grown, but it's staying green. Beans is the most surprising thing. They're doing wonderful. These are the soybeans. They did a whole 180, complete turnaround. Everything snapped back from when I thought it was gonna die off. I think I should do another calcium treatment and then a potassium treatment, and then just let everything do its thing for another 2 weeks. And are.